So, can I press and clean a video game? Hey, stay tuned to find out. Hey, gaming fam. Shelby's Comics and Games. This is Freeway. If y'all are new to the channel and haven't met Freeway, she is definitely the kitty in charge around here. I've got 4 cats, and she keeps everybody in line. So, as a lot of y'all know, I press and clean comic books, deal in toys and stuff too, and I've recently gotten into gaming. And so I was curious, could I press and clean a game? And of course, we're not talking about the physical media here, but the inserts, the instruction manual. Oh my God, that feels good, huh? The instruction manual. So a lot of these instruction manuals, of course, have been used. They could be wrinkled, dirty, whatever. And I was thinking about the similarities between comics and games. So with comic books, what we think about is that it's been purchased, it's been read, used, not stored properly, and then we'll go through a process of cleaning that comic book, maybe even pressing it in order to increase the value. That's kind of the same as what do for games, right? As this game has been played and used, and so then it's cleaned and, you know, run through the little grinder, buffer, polisher thing, thus makes it playable or more desirable to buy. But what about the manual? I know having a game complete in box, of course, increases the value. I've seen some YouTube channels, of course, where I'm not sure if anybody's ever really turned down a complete in box game because the manual's in bad shape. But I would have to think that the condition of the manual makes some, I don't know, some kind of psychological difference. I was really curious if we could use some of the same techniques that I use in pressing comic books to press a manual and see if we could make it look a little better. So that's what we're going to do today. So the first I have is the Sonic the Hedgehog. I looked through all my games. Most of them actually had really good manuals. This one's the only one that had a little bit of crinkling and dentage to the front cover. So we're going to work with that. Alright, so I went through my GameCube collection, and this was the worst manual I could find. It's still not that bad. Sonic the Hedgehog, but you can see a lot of wrinkles here. Some creases. When they're deep like that, probably won't be able to do much, but we're definitely going to be able to fix all these wrinkles, I would think, and just make it a lot flatter, a lot nicer. The bottom's pretty good. Around the staple, it's a little creased. The back is nice. Yeah, you can see the gloss, and it's not really very wrinkly or anything. So if you're unsure of how comic book pressing works, it involves using a heat press that we have there. It also involves adding some moisture to the paper in order to make it more malleable and accept the heat press. So we'll show that process right now. All right, so I've got the steamer. Now, you can also do what's called a humidity chamber, which is basically a big bucket of water, and you can let the item set overnight. But what you want to do is find the centerfold, and then I take this metal ruler, put it in the centerfold so I can hold it, because this does get pretty hot. And it's now steaming. And then I'm not sure if you can see that, but it's actually curling the paper. See how it's relaxing the paper? You don't want to go too long on it because you will cause this, it is glossy paper. So you will cause it to kind of bubble up. But just a light steam, get the paper nice and relaxed. You can see how much that curled up there. And then I always kind of put some steam through the inside. So you can see. And then get everything curling. Hit the main areas you definitely want to work on. All right, and that should be good. And what we want to do is, the reason why we kind of start from the center fold is the staples will actually push through where the staples curl in, holding in the paper with each other. They'll actually come through the paper. This has a lot of pages in it, so I'm not really worried about that. Another thing that we do is, since this is glossy paper, I'm going to place some, looks like we made a sale on eBay. I'm going to place some of this cooking sheet. It's helps the pages from sticking together. I'm going to place that in the top and bottom. And there we go. There is our setup. Now, like I said, I got the heat press heating up. That means that temperature. So I have one thick piece of cardboard. It's actually a magazine backing board here. And oh, this is pretty hot. Then I'm going to lay a piece of silicone paper down. Then lay our book down. Get another piece of silicone paper. Another stiff backing board. And there we go. And that is what we call our sandwich. Now I'll put my Teflon sheet down. There we go. And now we press that. So I usually start the press about 250 seconds. And then once it has sat in there for that period of time, I then cut off the press and we let it sit overnight. So the next time you see me, it will be the next day and we will see how our gaming manual turned out. So check that. All right, so it's the next day. Let's see if we did any good here with our pressing. So the book's the manual's been in there probably about 10 hours, 12 hours. And pull out our sandwich here. Oh yeah, see. Like I said, you ain't gonna get out them deep creases, but man, look at how much flatter and better that now looks. Wow. I mean, I've been pressing comics and stuff for a long time, and like I said, you're not gonna get out them deep creases, of course, because they just go in the paper. But man, look at how much flatter and everything. And separate all this. Our backside, wow. You know, again, those deep creases just aren't going to come out, but overall, super flat. And of course, you see that it did not hurt the guide at all. No pages sticking together or anything like that. But yeah, you know, I would definitely call this a success. So yeah, if y'all like to see more of this kind of content, definitely check out my channel. You can see me pressing and cleaning comic books and stuff. When I get manuals like this, maybe we'll hopefully find a really bad one and we'll try it out again and do another video. But with that, I'm gonna say please like, comment, subscribe, do all the usual things here on YouTube. But with that, I'm also say thank you all, and peace, love, and keep gaming. Bye.